From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
On the show tonight, Republic TV breaks the day's biggest headline, the Jaish-e-Mohammed audio tape that exposes how Masood Azhar is conspiring to push for a women's wing for jihad. And at 9 o'clock this evening, appeasement politics dominates the opposition election campaign in Bihar as the MIM and the RJD Congress compete to win only the Muslim votes. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is when exercise Trishul begins, tri-services exercise, very big, very large exercise, entire western border, Arabian Sea. We also have some action that's happening around the Bay of Bengal. NOTAM has been extended. The Pakistanis are freaking out. They're really, really nervous. They don't know what's going to happen because this is, in many, many years, some say decades, one of the largest military joint exercises planning for a full-scale war, if required, with Pakistan. These are serious combat drills that are happening, and we're doing it right next to the Pakistan border. So we're showing the Pakistanis, we're doing a drill now, but we're raising our levels of theaterization and preparedness. Pakistan is so nervous today, it's just shut down its airspace. It's worried our jets are going to come through and bomb them again. They have no alternatives. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, more trouble for Pakistan. Their talks with the Taliban have failed. We had the Pakistanis almost sitting in the lap there of the Afghans. There are visuals of that, but still, Kabul said we're not going to do deals with unscrupulous people. So the talks have failed. The Qataris have failed to kind of find a truce. And the Pakistanis are near realizing they're going to have to push a lot of their army around the Durand line, which is about 2,600 kilometers long. So while we're doing the exercises on their eastern and southeastern side, they are having to deploy their army on the western side because the Taliban is going to take them on, and the Taliban has already said they're going to teach them a lesson. So the Pakistanis are scared on the eastern side and the western side, and they're scared that another front is opening now on the western borders, and that is why they are going back to what they know best. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, terrorism. Open and absolute and unadulterated terrorism. Terrorism done by one man. One man, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the man behind me right now. That is the man, Masood Azhar. Most wanted terrorist, ladies and gentlemen, this man, Masood Azhar. And that's where the Masood tape comes in. What, you will ask, is the Masood tape? The Masood tape, ladies and gentlemen, is a 21-minute video. A 21-minute video in which Masood Azhar is saying, I am running short of people. There are no people left. The ISI needs our help. And the women now need to come and become jihadis. This is the 21-minute tape in which this man, this coward, Masood Azhar, is asking for women to join and become suicide bombers and terrorists in the name of jihad. I'll run that clip and then I'll tell you why he's panicking. Run the clip.
उन्होंने हमारे मुकाबले में बेहयाई फैलाने वाली दानिश्वर औरतें खड़ी की हैं। उन्होंने हमारे मुकाबले में बेहयाई और जुल्म फैलाने वाली सहाफ़ी औरतें खड़ी की हैं। उन्होंने हमारे मुकाबले में औरत को एक फितना बनाकर, औरत को एक तमाशा बना के पेश किया है। हम उन सारे कुफ्र के इस सैलाब के मुकाबले में अपनी ईमान वाली बेटियों को खड़ा कर रहे हैं, ईमान वाली बहनों को खड़ा कर रहे हैं, और ये मुकाबला हमारी बेटियां और बहनें ही जीतेंगी।
Ladies and gentlemen, that, you're right, is Masood Azhar. Not an AI-generated tape, a tape he's putting out. A tape in which he's saying, I need women to become suicide bombers. We have no men left. The Pakistani army needs our help. We're going to fight the Taliban. We're going on the eastern side. We're going on the western side. India is taking us on. They are doing Operation Trishul. They are doing Exercise Trishul. He now wants the women of Pakistan to turn into members of the Jaish-e-Mohammed. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a viral 21-minute video. And why is this happening? Because their troops have failed. Their troops are depleted. They are in such a situation, they are going to have to start recruiting women for jihad. That's what they call Jamaatul Mominat. Ladies and gentlemen, post-Operation Sindoor, the terrorist organizations Jaish-e-Mohammed and Hizbul Mujahideen, HM, are establishing bases deep inside Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province near the Afghan border. I have intelligence on that. And that is the situation of Pakistan. Masood Azhar begging for women to join his force. Afghanistan, Taliban, promising to teach Pakistan a lesson and starting tomorrow a military exercise of a scale that hundreds of generations of Pakistanis can never imagine. This is the reality as of tonight. Watch this space. Let's debate.
मस्जिद दा सेन है सारा सारी मस्जिद उठ गई सारी भाई कोई है उत्ते ओ भाई कोई है ऊपर
This is what remained of the Jaish-e-Mohammed headquarters in Bahawalpur. The aftermath of India's strikes on Pakistan on the 7th of May during Operation Sindoor. India's strike wiped out the Jaish-e-Mohammed leadership. Masood Azhar's family was killed, and Pakistan Army gave terrorists a state tribute. Masood Azhar himself escaped India's missiles by a whisker. 6 months later, his voice has been captured by our intelligence agencies.
उन्होंने हमारे मुकाबले में बेहयाई फैलाने वाली दानिश्वर औरतें खड़ी की हैं। उन्होंने हमारे मुकाबले में बेहयाई और जुल्म फैलाने वाली सहाफ़ी औरतें खड़ी की हैं। उन्होंने हमारे मुकाबले में औरत को एक फितना बनाकर औरत को एक तमाशा बना के पेश किया है। हम उन सारे कुफ्र के इस सैलाब के मुकाबले में अपनी ईमान वाली बेटियों को खड़ा कर रहे हैं, ईमान वाली बहनों को खड़ा कर रहे हैं और ये मुकाबला हमारी बेटियां और बहनें ही जीतेंगी।
Republic has accessed this 21-minute tape of Masood Azhar addressing his new Women Jihadi Brigade. But it's part of a propaganda. Republic will not give him a platform. Masood Azhar's message was delivered recently at this location. Pictures are with Republic. The Markaz Usmano Ali in Bahawalpur, the new hideout of the Jaish-e-Mohammed leadership. Last week, Republic broke the story of Women's Jihadi Brigade taking shape. Watch closely how Pakistani women have joined the ranks, revealing a detailed blueprint for training, indoctrinating and deploying women under a new wing called Jamaatul Mominat, headed by Masood Azhar's sister Sadia Azhar.
भावलपुर के अंदर मौलाना मसूद अजहर की फैमिली के लोग बहनें और बेटे और बच्चे रेजा रेजा हो गए, टुकड़ों में तकसीम हो गए.
Pakistan and its terror proxies have in the last few months given away the full plot. They are bleeding. After India's precision strikes, their cadres are diminishing, and it appears from this tape that they are getting extremely desperate, fearing a bigger and more decisive strike by India very soon.
So, we saw that tape, and in that tape, at one point, actually around 14 minutes, he starts crying also. General KK, I can tell you. General KK and Colonel Rajiv Bagga is a wonderful and accomplished veteran from Chandigarh, and General GD Bakshi. Raja Faisal from Islamabad, and we have Chaudhry Naeem Karim from PMLN, live from Lahore. Good evening. At point around 16:30, he starts crying. His voice chokes. General Bakshi, his voice chokes. And he said, I have lost so many of my men, we were depleted. He says, we were depleted, we are short of people, we are short of men. And because we are short of men, we now call upon the women to join. But he is a very big admission out there, General Bakshi, where he says, we've been depleted, they attacked us, they killed hundreds of my top people, and the only way to continue the jihad is for women to join. This is a very significant statement from Masood Azhar, because it is an admission that we struck them badly, that we struck correctly, and we did deplete his terrorist force. This is a complete admission. But then he also chokes up, his voice chokes, he almost cries, and then he says, what do I do? We need people, now the women must come and save us. I'd like your analysis of this, what is going on in the Masood tape, please. General Bakshi.
You know, Arnab, when we hit the Bawalpur Markaz-e Subhanallah, that was the time where 13 of his family members were in the room with him. It is just lucky for him and unlucky for us that at the right moment when our scalp missile broke through the roof of this thing was timed to burst on the 3rd floor where his room was, this man had gone to attend a call of nature. When he came back, 13 of his family members were dead in lieu of him, included his younger brother, included his brother-in-law, right? And he was heard wailing on tape. Allah Ta'ala ne mujhe bhi utha liya hota.
Right.
We'll certainly fulfill that wish the next time around in
Yeah,
Sindoor
no doubt.
2.0. But you know, Arnab, look at the pathetic state of Pakistan. The Pakistan army couldn't fight the Indian armed forces, therefore it started sending in the terrorists. Now even the terrorists, 140 of them were killed, right? Top high-value targets eliminated, and they are down to sending their women.
Yeah.
Can it get worse than that?
I don't know. You
Men
never know
in
with the
Pakistan
Pakistan.
are
You never
no
know with the
longer
Pakistan.
ready to fight. You know,
Sir, now can I
they are in
respond?
such a pathetic state
Just 1
that
minute.
they are now going to push their women to fight.
No, they have
Sir,
said
you have
that. They
highlighted
have
few
said,
points and I want to respond to
Raja, by the way, today I want to give you a study in contrast, viewers. We were so proud today when the Commander-in-Chief of the Indian Armed Forces. Were we not proud today? These are the pathetic Pakistanis, Colonel Bagga. These are the pathetic Pakistanis. And we have...
Before you go towards Colonel Bagga...
No, 1 minute. Colonel Bagga can give you a lesson or two. By the way, deal with him properly. Super fit, super fighting officer, right?
So
Unlike you, he does super marathons. He's done Ironman. God knows what men. He'll teach you a lesson. My question is to Colonel Bagga and not to you, Raja.
When you have given...
Raja, 1 minute. Raja, let Colonel Bagga come in.
I am not surprised about
Colonel Bagga.
move.
Go on, Colonel Bagga. Go on.
I'm certainly not surprised about this move coming because I witnessed when this terrorist was arrested in 1994. And he was certainly so shit scared. He was caught along with one more militant. And I'm absolutely very clear.
I'm not going to listen to you, Colonel.
No, come on. I must tell you what exactly this PC is. You are trying to challenge our country with your women folks. Shame on you people. Rather, I'm telling you, you should also remember that 71 war also, you crawled to bloody surrender. And now this Masood character placing his women folks and that too trying to take panga with the Indian army. And he was shivering. Rather, his pajama was totally wet when he was caught. And this is what exactly I have to say. Because I was present that time in the Kashmir Valley when he was arrested. This man doesn't have got that much guts, and today he is trying to speak on a tape, that too not coming in front.
Whatever you're saying,
and again he is showing a cowardly
I am
act.
not going to listen to anyone who's not listening to me first.
No, I'm
If
trying
I
to
can
tell
listen
you,
to General G.D. Bakshi,
come on guys,
he's a senior.
you people
I
have
been
lost
listening
it.
to him. He
You
has
don't
raised
have funds.
some points.
That's the reason you have told your bloody
you are
monkey
not listening
1
to
minute.
me. If you're not ready
take a
to listen to me,
katora
then I'm not going
and
to speak.
raise a
Here we
woman.
are.
The question is, Raja, let's look at this logically. What I was leading on to is a visual. Raja, don't freak out. Put the earbuds back.
I am not
Put
listening
the
to
earbuds
Mr.
back.
Bakshi.
Anyway, I know you're hard of hearing.
Only
Now
reason
listen to
behind
me.
it is if nobody on your side is not ready to listen
No,
to me.
Raja,
I'm
why are
not
you
ready to
crying
listen
like
to anyone.
Masood Azhar? Don't be a crybaby like Masood Azhar. He's crying at 16 minutes into
I
the
tell
tape.
you about the background.
No, 1 minute.
I
Colonel
want to
Bagga,
tell you about the background
Colonel
of this
Bagga,
guy.
1 minute. Colonel Bagga, wait a minute. Can I come back? Now you see one thing. See one thing. Put it
Colonel
back.
Bagga, I would only listen to you if from your side you can listen to me first.
Yeah, now listen to me.
The reason being, I have been patiently listening to General G.D. Bakshi. I have huge respect.
G.D.
for
Bakshi
General
has not
G.D.
even
Bakshi.
spoken.
I have huge respect for all of the panelists you have today. But the problem is he has raised few valid points. I want to respond to that.
Can I just place one thing in
before
context?
heading towards Colonel Bagga. Yeah, what I was trying to say. General G.D. Bakshi, first of all, he highlighted the point in which he said that he was sitting in the room when the missile hit that place. And his call of nature took him so far that nothing happened to him. This is a lie. Second, his family wasn't there. I can assure you his family wasn't there. He wasn't there, his family wasn't there. The third, deep fake. Yesterday you did a program and that was related to deep fake. And this audio is another deep fake which you have actually brought in here. And that's what it is all about. That's what the narrative you have to tell. And if we talk about Pakistan, whether Pakistan was ready to, of course, fight with India or not, well, the whole world knows where do we stand.
Okay,
the whole world knows why I say this,
1 minute.
because President
Just 1 minute,
Trump
please.
is talking
Now,
about
Raja,
it
you
every
made your
day.
point.
President
Made your
Trump is
point.
talking about
You
it
made your point there. I heard you. I heard you. First of all,
Yeah.
this is not a deep fake because it has been issued by the Jaish-e-Mohammed, quoted in the Pakistani media multiple times, retweeted by ISI handles millions of times, and therefore this is an ISI narrative. If you find it a deep fake, ask the ISI. My second question is now to Chaudhry Naeem Karim.
Yes.
Chaudhry Naeem Karim ji.
Yes, please.
This, I just want to show you the study in contrast, if you understand here. Today we had a beautiful event. You see, you are a backward country. You have Jaish-e-Mohammed and you have all this going on. On the contrary, today, a wonderful thing happened. The Commander-in-Chief of the Indian Armed Forces, we're very proud of President Draupadi Murmu. She was at Ambala Air Force Station and she took off along with Squadron Leader Shivangi Singh, a woman Rafale pilot.
Finally, she's out. Finally,
a woman
she's out of the
Rafale
hospital.
pilot, and this really is woman power. You understand? The woman president, commander-in-chief of the Indian Armed Forces, president of India, and a young lady pilot at the Ambala Air Force Station. This is a civilized country. This is a technological
Real
power.
operations in those.
This is a technological power. On the contrary, last line here, Chaudhry Naeem Karim. On last line, are you proud that you're a country in which Masood Azhar is saying, join me to go to paradise through jihad? He has said that any woman who joins me, if she becomes a suicide bomber, will go from her grave to paradise via jihad. This is your country. What a study in contrast. Yes, Chaudhry Naeem Karim, please.
Arnab, please believe me, we as a Pakistani really enjoying the stories which are made by the Indian media or Indian journals or Indian type people. We are really enjoying this.
But this has been quoted in your media.
This is one of.
This is sourced from your media.
The point is, which
are you saying your media is lying?
Yes,
Your media is lying.
Media is continuous lying.
So your country's media is lying, Masood Azhar is lying. Why did he cry at 16 minutes into the tape?
Who is Masood Azhar? Who is Masood Azhar? You know,
Who is Masood Azhar? Masood Azhar is the person who you've given sanctuary to after the IC-814 hijack. Don't deny. You're saying who is Masood Azhar? Did you not give him sanctuary after the IC-814 hijack? General KK, he's saying who is Masood Azhar?
Any militant groups. Pakistan state don't have any control on any militant groups.
Chaudhary Sahab.
And the second thing is you don't have any forensic proof.
You know, Arnab asked me who is Masood Azhar. Please, he asked me.
He's the most.
You have not heard your military leadership.
Nothing else.
They have been talking. He is the strategic asset of Pakistan.
Not a political party.
He is the strategic asset of Pakistan. Either you do not know. You do not know. Your military leadership has been saying that he is the strategic asset of Pakistan.
Do you have
and
any
he's
proof?
So
you just show me the proof.
With the women power of India.
No proof. You don't have any proof. You can just you can just fabricate the stories. This is
your
the
people
duty
have been
of
given
the people
proof,
of
man.
India.
During Operation Sindoor,
top PMLN leader breaking news asked who is Masood Azhar.
All evidence.
Pakistan's ruling party disowns Jaish chief Masood Azhar. Breaking news tonight, viewers. Breaking news this evening.
मेरे 16 लोग मारे गए मेरे को क्यों नहीं उठा He was weeping.
No one has.
He was weeping during the Operation Sindoor.
No one has been killed in that mosque.
You know this?
And after that, the world has seen what has happened with the India, with 7 Rafales. But you don't have.
You know, he is so rattled.
You don't have
He's so rattled
now. You are putting your
because Shivani is saying is the pilot actually has taken out your markaje Subhan Allah. You know.
There is no
our military women, our media warrior, our media warrior women, they were all in the battlefield during this operation. You know this? This is the women power of India.
That's why. That is why he said. That is why he said. Is that why he said, ladies and gentlemen? Is that why he said today? Very interesting point out here. Can I get the guest back on the right-hand screen, please? You see, interestingly, General Bakshi, point to be noted, Masood Azhar was so angry, he said, India has got these women who fight for their country and they have destroyed us. And of course, Indian armed forces, technologically superior, have many, many accomplished women. I cannot identify which woman carried out which strike, but I would not be surprised if these strikes were carried out by women fighter pilots. And that's why today's visual, you know, you have these visuals. You have Masood Azhar crying, Masood Azhar's family crying, and then he cried, and then he cried at. He said that so much problem has happened for us in Bahawalpur. We have been wiped out. Lashkar-e-Toiba in Muridke, Jaish-e-Mohammed in Bahawalpur. The Pakistani army sent its 6 top generals to be at the funeral at the Jaish headquarters, and today the PMLN leader Chaudhry Naeem Karim today on the programs on the right-hand side of the screen says, who is Masood Azhar? They are disowning him. General Bakshi, Chaudhry Naeem Karim, he's a senior leader, central leader of PMLN. He's disowning Masood Azhar. Who is Masood Azhar, he says. General Bakshi, would you like to say something to him on who Masood Azhar is? He denies knowing Masood Azhar.
I think General Bakshi has finished his story.
Thank you. I've heard you. Let me speak.
Okay,
may I say one thing? If you disown Masood Azhar, you will be sending a very, very apocalyptic signal to the rank and file of your terrorist ranks. They have the only people who have been fighting and dying for Pakistan because they are treated as riff-raff expendables are the terrorists. Your Pakistani army has been hiding behind their skirts. It's very nice to talk of women empowerment. There is one way that India does it. It encourages its girls to fly Rafales, to do whatever the men can do. There is the Pakistani way of women empowerment, trying to tell the girls to go become suicide bombers, terrorists for Pakistan.
What a shame! What a shame!
Are you in such a dire
What a
state
shame, ladies and gentlemen.
that your men,
First of all,
your men, Have your
Janabakshi,
men
once
can't
again,
now
I'll
even
repeat.
become terrorists. They can't become soldiers.
Janabakshi.
They are taking a thrashing.
Janabakshi,
They are taking
once
a
again, I
thrashing
would
at the
repeat,
hands
sir.
of the
I would
Baluch.
repeat, sir,
They are
that
taking
it's
a
deep
thrashing
fake
at the
which
hands
you're
of the
Number one and number two,
Tehreek-e-Taliban
Masood Azhar,
Pakistan.
Masood
And now
Azhar,
you are scraping the bottom of the
Masood
barrels
Azhar
to make
has
women jihadis.
Whatever he
Send
did,
them as suicide
of course,
bombers.
it has nothing to do
God
with
save
Pakistan as a
have
state.
some shame.
Right now, of course, he has nothing to do with Pakistan. Whatever he's doing, Pakistan as a state has nothing to do with it. Masood Azhar I'm talking about. When you talk about women empowerment, go and check your records. Pakistan had initiated the female fight.
Your audio's gone. His audio's gone. Pakistani phone lines bandwidth is notoriously bad. His audio's gone. Chaudhry Naeem, 1 second. His audio gone. Now he's disappeared. Pakistani internet networks are also very bad. Point
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. See, Chaudhry Naeem, I'll tell you.
You
what.
have already experienced our pilots, the female pilots during this war. You called it as a
Don't disgrace women in your country. Don't disgrace women pilots in your country.
We have shown the women pilots and leading these aircraft.
Okay, what percentage of your fighter jets are flown by women pilots?
We can send you we can share
I'll tell you the data. I'll tell you the data, sir. I'll tell you. Chaudhry Naeem Karim.
And similarly,
Chaudhry Naeem Karim, listen to me. 2% of your pilots are women. In India, 15% of our fighter pilots are women. Always drill that into your mind. Now listen to me, a bigger issue. Why don't you, if you say who is Masood Azhar,
yes,
and he means nothing to you, then the question will be,
nothing.
Colonel Rajiv Bagga can tell you a thing or two about Masood Azhar. Colonel Rajiv Bagga is a tough officer. He can tell you about Masood Azhar because he's got a great track record in Kashmir. Would you like to tell him who is Masood Azhar? The Pakistani leader just said, Colonel Rajiv, who is Masood Azhar?
He can write might be 100 of
No, he's telling from Chandigarh, Colonel Rajiv Bagga is saying something to you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
On who is Masood Azhar.
Okay. Thanks, Arnab. You know, I tell you that I served there when this joker was arrested. And he was arrested when he was moving in an auto rickshaw. I'm telling you what kind of a person he was. I'm telling the background. Right? The background of this man is he's such a shit scared person. किसी और का interrogation हो रहा था. His bloody pajama was wet. One. Secondly, when he went back there, and now he has started playing a type of a gamble with his own women folk. Shame on him that he has got a habit of hiding either behind his own Jamaatis or again behind their own women.
Mr.
And
Bagga,
you will be surprised that today again, the tape which we have heard, he is not coming in front.
He's a simple
Such
man,
a shameful
riding
character.
in a rickshaw. Why you are feeling so much
And
threat from
he
him?
has got a audacity to really challenge our country.
What threat you have?
Please send him again. We will introduce him with the same cop who has slapped him. And that too in an auto rickshaw. That is the auqat of this bloody terrorist. And he got a...
well said, sir. Fantastic. Hitting back hard tonight. Colonel Rajiv Bagga in full form from Chandigarh. Revealing details of the capture of Masood Azhar. Now see, sir. I tell you, Chaudhry Naeem.
1994, at that too at Khanabal, I'm telling you.
The point is that the
Khanabal, please ask him when he was carrying a Portuguese passport and that too with the name of a Wali Adam Issa. Please ask him, telephone karke, please cross check with that monkey. You have got a langur who has got a bloody audacity to challenge us.
Just listen.
Superb tonight. Superb, Colonel Rajiv Bagga in top form. And now the question goes, Raja. Colonel Rajiv Bagga has fired a nice shot or two. I know. By the way, let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one thing. The two generals know. The two generals on the program know They know that this man wearing a wonderful green tie and a sharp blue shirt, General Bakshi and General KK, is actually a very dangerous guy. He's a dangerous guy. He's got a very dangerous track record in the army. Be careful of him. He's not sitting in Chandigarh. He's not just a defense expert. He can do a thing or two. You understand what I mean, right, Raja? He knows how to do a thing or two. Let's put him on air tonight. Let's give a round of applause for Colonel Rajiv Bagga, nationalist hitting it back to the Pakistanis. Now my question to Raja Faisal is this. My question to Raja Faisal is, the only time you thought of your women was to request them to be recruited for jihad. The only time you thought of your women was to request them to be recruited for jihad. That is the utility you have, right? That is how you look upon women, as cannon fodder for jihad. Huh?
Well, the only jihad I know of is whichever is done by Pakistan military, Pakistan army. Pakistan army is doing that jihad, and you have to understand the meaning of jihad. The word jihad.
The only time you decided to empower your women was to create an employment scheme for jihad. This man says he's a jihadi. This man says, Raja says he's a jihadi.
Your terrorist army.
That jihad as well. I'm a proud man.
He's a jihadi. The Pakistan army is saying jihadi.
Jihad is
the global jihad is by Pakistan army.
Raja Faisal declares himself a jihadi on the TV show.
I'm grateful to you. You are revealing
it. Cause. And I'm doing jihad as well. Pakistan's armed forces.
Your jihad.
General KK.
If your motivation for jihad for the men is, you know or no? What is their motivation? 72 who's?
No. I want to ask him. I want to ask this shameless Raja Faisal tonight. I want to ask him something tonight, General KK.
Yeah.
I want to ask him, General Bakshi, did you do jihad? Did you do jihad when you raped millions of Bangladeshi women? You cowards! Did you do jihad?
No,
when your soldiers were raping Bangladeshi women, did you do jihad then? Did you do jihad then? Tell me, answer the country. General Bakshi, did you do jihad then?
Atrocities, committing these atrocities in Bangladesh.
Did you do jihad when your army raped millions of Bangladeshi women in 71? You losers.
One last point which I...
There's no point. Answer my question. Don't pretend to be tone deaf.
To respond.
Don't pretend to be tone deaf.
To Colonel Bagga, because I really liked Colonel Bagga's speech today.
It was not a speech. It was called a slap. He just slapped you. You didn't realize it.
The rickshaw story, actually, story that started with the rickshaw ended with the Indian aeroplane, isn't it? Where was India when his people were kidnapping your plane? You couldn't do anything. And
jihad motivation is 72 who for the men folk, and for the female it is going to heaven. This is your jihad.
It ended with India.
They are a country. 1 minute.
The story of Masood Azhar. The story of Masood Azhar. Where were you?
An admission on the program.
You know the Masood Azhar story?
An admission on the program tonight. General Bakshi, an admission on the program tonight. An admission on the program tonight that they are a country of kidnappers, hijackers, and rapists.
Where was Colonel?
And rapists. An admission. General Bakshi. Do they do that? Is that their jihad?
The only thing their army distinguished. The only thing, Arnab, their army distinguished itself was in raping helpless women in Bangladesh. When it came to fighting, they didn't last 13 days. The whole Eastern Army collapsed. 93,000 soldiers surrendered, starting with Lieutenant General Amir Akbar Abdullah Khan Niazi, Hilal-e-Jurrat, Sitara-e Pakistan. I have seen this army in that disheveled state of abject surrender. But they are very brave when it comes to raping unarmed women. And as far as the pathetic state of Pakistan is concerned, they used to recruit the terrorists from the
General
slums
Manik
of
Shah
Karachi and
straight away
Lahore.
said
People
that
who couldn't get 2
Pakistan's
square meals a
gallantly fought
day
against
were
them.
given the
But
promise
it was
of
just because of
73
the
hoods in
Mufti
heaven
Bahini, the
and
string
sent to
operation
die.
of Indian
Now
Army.
even
that
their
actually
men are
brought
not
Pakistan
coming
down.
forward. And Masood Azhar is trying to shame the
Because you don't have a
Pakistani
habit of
men
coming
by
to front
exhorting the Pakistani
You always try
women to become
discreetly-
suicide bombers.
discreetly give us
a break. Give us a break.
Well, talking about the first suicide bomb,
is your
first
country,
suicide bomb was actually
descending
conducted-
to?
Actually conducted by the Tamils.
Your
Okay,
army
ladies and
can't
gentlemen.
fight. They send
wasn't
the
the
terrorists
Muslims who
to
did it.
fight on their behalf.
It was
Now the
the
terrorists
Muslims
don't want
who
to
did
come.
this.
So you want to recruit women?
Okay, viewers, I need to
I mean,
go
it is
to.
pathetic.
I need to tell you about
It
the
is
other
pathetic.
breaking news story related to Pakistan today, which is that the Afghanistan-Pakistan talks backed by Qatar have failed.